Hey, chestnuts. All right, today we're going to be looking at a game that was played by Nigel Short and Jan Timman. It was played in Tilburg, round 4, Netherlands, 1991. So it's a while back. And it's a pretty interesting game because 2 years later they would both play at the candidates tournament in the final. And Short eventually wins that, of course, because he challenges Kasparov for the title. But Timon was like no joke, man. He was no joke. I'm telling you, he was considered like the best non-Soviet Union player at his peak. So and his style was like he had the Sharingan basically, dude. He wanted to outplay you with your own strengths. So in like positions that you liked, I think Sarawan had a story where like he had a position where Timon chose to play the position that Sarawan liked to do, like certain complications. So yeah, dude, let's see what happens in this game. You'll never see this chess the same way again. That's for sure. This game, if you've never seen this game before, you're in for a cool game. All right. So we have e4, knight to f6, e5, the Alakeen defense, knight to d5, d4, standard stuff, d6, and then we have knight to f3. A lot of times you could also play c4, right? Or even bring your bishop in with tempo. But Short goes for knight to f3, g6 here, bishop to c4, knight to b6, attacking the bishop. Bishop goes back. Bishop to g7, queen to e2, for perhaps chances over here. Knight to c6, castle, h3, getting rid of this annoying pin, controlling the square. a5, and then what you can also play is knight to a4, contesting this bishop. But a5 is played, and then a4 stops this advance and squeezes. Because this would probably squeeze the queen side, and the bishop would have to move back if you played a3. All right, so d takes e5, knight to d4, knight takes, queen takes. So now the queen is centralized. Now attacking this pawn with 2 pieces. Okay, rook to e1, e6. Then we have knight to d2, knight to d5, and it's this move that makes this game the only game in chess history with this move. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this now this knight is centralized, so it's a pretty logical move. What could also happen maybe is you just develop your last piece, something like that. But all right, knight to d5, and knight to f3. Then we have queen to c5, queen to e4, queen to b4, trying to trade. Bishop c4, knight to b6, attacking the bishop. b3. It's an interesting move that Short does not want to preserve the bishop, but perhaps maybe the bishop is blocked by these pawns, right? And maybe he thinks it doesn't really have many prospects. So you could also play bishop to d3, just putting it back. But bishop, knight takes, pawn takes, rook to e8, rook to d1, queen to c5. Then we have a queen to h4. Now there are these chances over here on the king's side, all right? Because Short was an attacking player. He saw some kingside action. He'll just go after you. Okay. Well, not all the time. It depends on the position. b6, bishop to e3, attacking this queen. And queen goes to c6, which makes sense, putting in this diagonal where this bishop could possibly have some chances. But the best move may have been queen to f8, as awkward as that looks. Perhaps guarding this square, right? And of course not to queen to e7, because you're going to allow, some interesting combination. Queen takes, and then this check. Yeah, that's just that would be too much pressure. So not this. Bishop takes, rook takes, and then bishop takes rook. And now white's left an extra piece. So not that. All right, queen to c6. Then we have bishop to h6, bishop to h8, rook to d8. Pretty interesting. Of course, you don't want to take this because, you know, the queen's just going to swoop in and checkmate you here. So bishop to b7, having this rook guard. Rook a to d1, bishop to g7. Trying to get rid of this annoying attack. Rook 8 d7, rook to f8, protecting this weak square. So yeah, I mean, Timman's getting pressured here. There's a lot of pressure going on. But let's see if short can make some magic happen. Okay, bishop takes g7, king takes g7, rook 1 to d4. And he does a great job of defending c4. And now black has, like, it's hard to see prospects for black. If you capture this pawn, you might be allowing too many attacking chances on the king side. Okay, so rook a to e8, trying to put a more defense on the king side. Queen to f6 check. King to g8, and then we have h4. All right. Let's see if you can see. There's actually a winning move that short could play here, and it could also be an immortal. So it would be like an immortal within an immortal, like an immortalception or something. Okay. Give you a few minutes to see if you could find the best move. Pretty difficult. Or not the best move. I mean, he still wins. It's still difficult for Timman just got completely squeezed. So, all right. So you could play knight to h4. Whoa! And if a bishop goes to a8 or anything like that, because like you can't. It's really tough. If queen goes here, you know, you're not gonna be able to defend. So it's really tough to see any defense. All right. Then we would have f3. Just to make sure this square is really guarded. If you want your knight to go in for the attack. So queen to c5. King to h2. Going out of that pin. Right? Queen to a3. And then maybe this one you could solve, because the other one's actually really difficult. Okay, mate in 3, go! Okay. You see it? Man, you're like gonna be a candidate's finalist or something. Okay, knight takes. Alright, and then h takes, g6, and then rook to h4. And you cannot stop this mate right here, right? Okay. Alright. But h4 was played. And then we have h5, stopping the position. And then, okay, this now we have short's actual immortal game. Immortal moves. If you've never seen this game, it's pretty famous, but if you've never seen this game and you figured it out, geez, man, like, you're like a genius. So if you want to feel like a genius, you can pause the video. Whoa. Okay. King to h2. Okay, that's it. That's doesn't look special yet, right? But we have a rook to c8. Okay, king to g3. Okay, rook c back to e8. King to f4. Bishop to c8. King to g5. And now here black resigns because there's no way to stop the king from going here and mating. Oh man, it's just like crazy. This made a huge impression on me when I first saw it. And maybe to a lot of people as well. So like, let's go over some variations here. If simply bishop takes d7, then king just goes here. Queen takes f3, and then there's mate, right? If you do like a Hail Mary play with queen takes f3 right here, then you have g takes f3, and then it's mate soon. You have this cool queen takes g6 check, and the king's defending the queen in this pin, right? So funny. King to h8, queen takes h5 check. And then you have this g7, rook to g4, and then if a bishop takes this piece, then it's like mate right here. All right. If rook to h8, then you have this mate right here. All right, and then yeah, we also have this king walk. If queen goes to h6 check right here, man, it's like immortals within immortals, right? It's like immortalception here. Pretty cool. So yeah, maybe this highlight reel just like Logic got to Timman and he just like lost the candidates, but maybe not. Who knows? Alrighty, chestnuts. If you enjoyed this video, you know, make sure to smash that like button like a clock. Make sure to smash that subscribe button like a clock. And do a dance, you know, that notification bell. Once it rings, you just do a dance. Chess dance. Nights are cool. Nights are cool. Nights are cool. All right. And glad I got to share this. You know, the most immortal, this immortal King Walk game with you. And we'll see you soon.